Hello, everyone, and thanks, JR, for that introduction. I will now attempt the impossible 10 slides in 10 minutes. But, JR, we'll start on the next slide, and we're going to explore a quick overview how AI is transforming the way we are managing technology value, moving our practices from simple observation to more autonomous action. A common question we hear, why does a data foundation need to come before AI? As Alex Landis from Snowflake explains, without a data foundation built to actually operationalize your information, AI can really struggle for context. So we can view this as a maturity path. We start by moving away from disconnected manual spreadsheets toward a data foundation with common data and standardized unit economics. With that foundation, generative AI allows us to summarize data on demand. And eventually, agentic AI moves us to a state where agents can monitor, investigate, and act proactively. So, on the next slide, it's important for us to understand the distinction between those two primary forms. Generative AI functions almost as a high-level assistant. It answers questions when asked. It assists a human doing the work, typically handling one question at a time. Agentic AI, on the other side, is the autonomous layer. It can monitor data continuously, investigate issues, and take action independently across a technology ecosystem. It collapses complex, multi-step, manual workflows into sometimes a single automated step, perhaps performed autonomously. On the next slide, practitioners on the ground are already seeing a significant impact. One senior practitioner at a North American technology company reports a 50+% action rate on Slack messages where agents have identified resource owners and sent personalized notes. We have a few working groups right now that are exploring both AI for FinOps and FinOps for AI, so you'll be seeing some great content from those shortly as well. As a former software engineer, I know that we can never write enough manual automation to find the long tail of things we don't know. That's the quote. There are unknown unknowns. But AI is the tool that helps us find that unknown and helps us to target the right message to the right person at the right time. On the next slide, we'll take a look at use cases. There are six key use cases that I'm hearing practitioners are building today. The first is natural language dashboards. Agents here ingest raw data and they generate on-demand reports. No spreadsheets required. Show me a summary of this service from this account on these dates. Okay, cool. Now present it this way. Promptable dashboards. And we'll see a bit of some of this today on the summit. I'm also hearing about autonomous waste discovery, where agents investigate unused resources. They might create JIRA tickets. In the real world, this can be practitioners reducing their investigation time from 10 or 15 minutes to nearly 0 minutes. And it aligns really well with what we continue to see important in the State of FinOps survey data, waste reduction. The third one on your screen, continuous improvement, continuous delivery, the pipeline guardrails. We're shifting left by checking our infrastructure as code against policies before the deployment, not after the bill arrives. I love this because it's proactively reducing technical debt. The fourth one's personalized outreach. Some of that automation and that tailored messaging via Slack or some other communication platform to the last user of a resource, for example. The personalization here makes this feel more natural and it's more influential at organizations. Governance shows up, creating pull requests automatically for those developers to address the findings in a more automated way. It better fits their workflow, allowing FinOps to meet those folks where they are. And contextual labeling, where AI agents can analyze resource connections to better enable showback and accountability through smarter tagging or labeling. Imagine a set of missing tags that can be inferred and applied without needing to chase anybody down to change anything at all in their workflow. On the next slide, we'll talk some common hangups for getting started. As you begin that journey, keep three things in mind. First, there is a trust gap. Most organizations are not ready for full autonomy in production. Currently, agents should be seen as companions or co-designers with human in the loop as the default for that verification. Don't let AI delete your important information. The second is the innovation paradox. There's a tension between cost governance and AI creativity. Don't stifle innovation by requiring a positive NPV on every early stage experiment. Fund those initiatives for shorter periods of time with more frequent reviews instead. And we'll probably need to start thinking about some new concepts, like maybe cost per thought. Tracking metrics like cost per inference call and tokens against their budgets are becoming as important as tracking the compute resources that those might be managing. Let's advance to the working group slide. There are loads of words that are on your screen at this moment, but our AI for FinOps working group is currently refining some standards for prompt engineering best practices. This is a great resource for practitioners looking to ensure that their AI models return consistent, cost-effective, and accurate results. You can hear more about these on our community calls, and you can find the latest on finops.org under topics. Some of these might feel a bit common sensey, but nothing is really common sense to a brand new baby AI agent. Explicitly state your intent, provide the format of the results that you're expecting, feed it some examples, ask it to self-validate, and like FinOps, take an incremental approach to your improvements. So on the next slide, what are we hearing in the field? Well, we're hearing that you don't need agentic AI to start managing AI spend right now. You can use model routing to match task complexity to the cheapest but capable model. You can use fast rejection to catch some off-topic queries before they incur that inference cost. And you can use response shaping to constrain some of your token generation. FinOps teams at Barclays are already using cost per message metrics, that was a tongue twister, for their executive trade-off decisions. And teams at Snowflake use AI-built commitment modeling to iterate during their negotiations. Remember, many organizations are now self-funding AI through the optimization savings in that existing spend footprint. That reminds me a lot of FinOps early days, how many of our FinOps teams were funded. So my second to last slide, AI is not a future state. The shift to this orchestration is already underway. FinOps for AI is the number one forward-looking priority for 2026 because automation is now a core capability in our practices and at our organizations. Use AI to scale your practice and close the gap between identifying an issue and taking quick action. We'll have links in the chat to all of the resources that you see on the right-hand side. Finally, my last slide, 10 slides in 10 minutes. In case you missed it, our FinOps for AI training series and certification is available. For those joining us at FinOps X, we're offering a 50% discount with your registration. Use these learnings to build your skills. With that, folks, I'll hand it back to JR, and I look forward to seeing many of you in San Diego.
Hey everyone, producer Andrew here. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. For more FinOps content, go check out our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and leave comments and questions for all of our wonderful speakers. We appreciate your support.